Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are back with surviving as a trader in space, and we last left off by traveling towards Mars in search of random encounters and random things. But we did a quick little U-turn, as you see Mars up front, because there was a bit of a Mayday SPRT situation pointing towards this direction, which was closer to the moon. Now, initially, it was this direction, 20 kilometers away, but I think I got up to 5 or 10 kilometers or so. And it's hard to see what's there because all I see is a moon. But I do have a searchlight on the back top, so we can always take a look at that and see the front, which is right there. So I may have to move a little bit towards the left. Actually, you know what? Why don't we use the front one? And I think right there is our culprit. And by culprit, I mean what is being shown on the antenna. And is that an asteroid base? As you see the SPRT Mayday. Is that really a base on an asteroid? Did not know that existed in this with all these mods. If that is the case, that's awesome. Now, what is in there? I don't know. Should we go there? Probably yes. We were wanting to look for random encounters and things like that, and this would be a random encounter that you want to explore. And I see somewhat of an antenna on the outside. I hope we don't get shot. I don't even know how close we are. Is the biggest problem. Because the SPRT Mayday signal is not showing up clearly. I just see it by zooming in. So we might have to fly in a little slowly. And also there's something right behind us. Alright, we're about 3 kilometers away, so we could probably slow down a bit. And I hope that parallax doesn't come towards me too much. Okay, so based on what I'm seeing is an antenna and some timers and such from afar, which is pretty interesting. So let's get a little bit closer, see what we can see. Oh, changed a little bit. So I see an antenna. I'm just kind of maneuvering a little bit because it looks like there's a door right up front. I wish I could tell how close I am to it. I do wish combat phase is not active now because that sounds a little bit scary. Alright, so there is... Oop! That's my Gatlins. Aiming at... It's supposed to be aim at weapons, right? Are you aiming at weapons? You should be aiming at weapons, so there's some kind of weapon there then. Has to be. Alright, so... another interesting piece is that I should... not really have that on automatic, should I? Because we just wasted a bunch of ammo by doing that. Hopefully we didn't waste much. Alright, so let's... Well, we probably want to arm ourselves, so... Maybe we could produce some kind of weaponry for ourselves, which could be a rocket. A rocket launcher, or we should just make one of these things here. We can make a kind of like, I think this is the old precision rifle. Looks like we should be able to make some of this. And this is the 8P, so we gotta do this ammo here. Maybe we do 10. So get this rifle, get the ammo, and we'll load ourselves up so we can shoot things if we need to. Although a rocket launcher is probably your best bet when it comes to turrets and things like that. And again, I don't know how far we are from it. It looks like we are... Oh. I still can't see exactly how far we are from it. So if we were able to shoot it this far, I think we're about 600 meters away. Or 800. It shouldn't have shot. Unless we were really, really close. That's actually pretty interesting. Alright, so let's get our character weapon, which is this here, loaded up. This one is a good rifle because it has a bit of a zoom into precision. So if anything happens, at least we can see fairly clearly. But let's head out and see what we could find in this random asteroid base. Again, did not know this kind of existed. So yeah, we're not that far and I'm not getting shot, which is good. I have no idea what's going to happen. And we're about, yeah, we're just like right here. I mean, what could happen is the whole thing blows up in our face. If it has warheads or something in there, that is a possibility. So we can go to the front door or... Oh, looks like there's a collector here. That's interesting. Is it some kind of mining base that drops stuff in there? Potentially. But I don't see any turrets out here. But I would probably be very careful because there might be stuff inside. But what's interesting is that there is a door here. And what is this? Text panel? That's an interesting little bridge. But that's access denied. But if I open the doors, what's gonna happen? It's gonna blow up in our faces. I guess there's only one way to find out. Alright, we open the door. And I'm not seeing a thing. I see is that a gravity gen or so right there? That's what it looks like. What else is in here? Hydrogen engine. Searchlight or a light. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I hate this. Oh, I see a turret. Okay. Let's just shoot it just in case. Because it's not shooting me right now. That's good. I think I just took it out fairly quickly. Yep. Okay. Hope there's no other... Oh. Okay, let's not. Alright, we're gonna fly a little bit instead. Okay. This is quite interesting. There's no place like home. And here's the turret that I just took out. Ooh, it's got oxygen too. Can I rebuild this? I need a little bit of computers to rebuild that. Guess we can take out this panel here. Alright, you're good. You take the ammo. And we can leave that alone. It's ours, I guess. Is there anybody here? Oh, there's NPC here. Are you friendly or you're not friendly? Hello? Oh, you're not friendly. You're not friendly. You're not friendly. Jeez. Did you have to do that? That was pretty uncalled for. Alright, you got some loot, so that's kind of worth it. Alright, this seems to be the sleeping quarters or something like that. So let's break in and see what we can find. Ooh. There's armory. There's nothing in there. I'm not sure there's anything in here. We'll probably hack it. And, okay. Oh. We got a level 3 grinder. That is very worth it. Quite the upgrade. Any funds in here? Nope. Why would be there a table right next to the bed? Like, that's kind of creepy, but okay. Alright, so this is looking fairly interesting. There's a gravity generator here. Do we need that? It's got some gravity. Alright. Got a hydrogen engine here, so I'm pretty sure that means it's running off of that as power. But where are you getting your power from? I don't think I can hack this properly without getting rid of the power stuff. But I did get a power stuff from the body just before, so we could hack it. So a bit of a waste, but it's fine. Let's turn it off. And when I turn it off, there's still power. So that tells me there should be a battery here somewhere. Here's an O2H2 with ice. Nice. Oh, here's the battery. Let's get a decent chunk of battery in there. That's good. This is pointless. I don't know why that's there. Spotlight toggle on off. Door toggle on off. Does that work? Oh, I probably don't have access to this. Does that really work? Can't tell. Here's a cargo container. Might have some goodies. Oop, almost took it out all the way. Nope, nothing. Alright, so this is a survival kit that's offline for some reason. So we hacked it. Would it be ours? I would hope so. And here's another O2H2, which, let's see, does it have anything for us? Oh, it's got another bottle of oxygen. That helps because I was just running out of oxygen. And that's that. There's a timer block back there, which timer blocks we can definitely get rid of because it might trigger something that we don't want. So we'll take those out. And what do we do with this base? Do we make it our own? What do we do? Do we just scrap everything for parts? I mean, would be nice to have a base or something called home. But 100% unnecessary. So it looks like, I'm not sure how this is all connected, but this has no power. Is it because it's off or... Yeah, it's off. If we turn it on, since we took it over, it's ours. So what else is not ours? I'm not too sure. A lot of LCD panels we don't care about. There's an NPC shield controller, but no emitter. So that becomes pointless. All right, let's just try to hack everything that we can. Make sure everything's ours. The battery is the hard part to hack. We could get away with... Actually, the hydrogen didn't even lose the battery cell, power cell. The battery probably would be a little bit harder to do. What is that? It's just like a random picture. All right, we'll just take that out. We don't need that. The battery or power cell, we're going to try our best to just knock it down just a little bit. We got to use our old... Let's see if I can use a level 1 or basic one to get this off by 1. Yep, that's perfect. Then we lost 1 power cell now, which is fine. Better than losing, I think, 2 or 3 when using the more elite ones. What else do we have here? This needs to go. I mean, there's no reason for that to be there. No sun's gonna be collected there anyways. Unless we make a little hole. Unless the light is what's supposed to make it work. I don't know if that's the reasoning for that, but that don't make any sense whatsoever. There's still a whole bunch of LCD panels, NPC shields. I'm not sure where that is. There's an oxygen tank that I did not do anything with, which is this one right here. Which may have some oxygen. Here's an air vent. Right here. We took this over. I don't think we took any of these over, but I don't think we need to because we could access it regardless. The collector, that's on the outside, and that's about it. I'm not sure exactly where... Oh, there's the shield controller. That's what we're looking for. There's some field emitters on there. So that's... Ooh, that's useful. The thing is that there is no shield emitter. Here's the collector. So, was it supposed to be a shield on this thing for some reason? Probably. This thing's supposed to connect to here. Supposed to collect ice, I would assume. Or anything, because it's the cargo container. Huh. Interesting little base, but not something we really need in terms of the base itself. But we could call this home if we really, really wanted to. I mean, is there a reason for it? Probably not. I don't think we need a base this extensive. We could probably take the parts and call it and just call it a day from there, to be honest. All right, let's just double check to see what we might have left. Yeah, so there's just a shield controller. We're gonna take that because it has the emitters. I definitely want to take that over. And that's about it. I mean, we could scrap the whole entire place. Should we scrap the whole entire place? I think we probably should. What do you think? All right, I'm gonna grab our ship. Right, so I don't think there is a reason for us to stay in one single location. So let's become scavengers this time around and collect everything that we can out of this asteroid base, which looks pretty cool, for sure. Again, never thought that would exist, but probably does because of the mods that I added in there. But it seems to be more like a random encounter more than anything else. So that's pretty interesting how we have that here. So grinding this whole base down may take a bit of time, but that's fine. But because that is going to give us a lot of loot. However, I'm thinking about it like we could kind of keep this base if we really need to. And that is to ensure that we don't perish in terms of getting killed from our ship and losing our survival kit. We could have a survival kit here, and that way we would never, or we will feel a little more safer that way because we have a home where we could respawn. Because if my ship gets destroyed, then that's pretty much game over. But if I leave it here and spawn here, and hopefully I have some money, I can always fly, well, 44k away to one of those economy bases with a ship, and then we can purchase a ship that way. So that's a possibility, but I highly doubt that's going to be the case. So I am going to scrap everything that I can out of here. I could keep the oxygen or try to suck the oxygen out. Ooh, there's 48% of oxygen in there too. If I can find a way to connect it and take that oxygen out, that'd be perfect. But if not, then it's gonna be a waste. Although wasting it wouldn't be a significant problem either. So let's just leave it for now. I mean, we could make some kind of piping system through this hole right here if we have to. We could try it if we want to suck that out. The hydrogen engine has stuff, but we can't get anything out of it, so we could leave it. Actually, you know what? We could, if we want to be on the safe side, yes, we could leave the survival kit right by the hydrogen with the battery. It's not going to run power too much to keep it on, I think. It would result in losing out 3 medical components, though. I guess we could do that. I don't even know if there was anything in here. Let's see. Nope, nothing in there. Okay. So if we really, really wanted to, I think we could secure ourselves here a little bit. Just in case. Put the survival kit down right over here. Like so. And we can keep this thing running with the battery. It's gonna run out eventually, which is the biggest problem, but it should be okay. Because it shouldn't expend too much power by just having this on. I hope, at least. And the hydro engines here, I could turn that on too, just to be sure. Or I put some solar panels outside. That would probably help as well. But pretty pointless. I guess it will be a somewhat of a short lifespan, if anything. But I'll leave that alone. But here we got some gravity components, so that's gonna work out if I grab this here. Guess we don't need to keep that around. And I think that should be good. I mean, we'll grab the rest for sure. There's all steel plates, construction components, and all that stuff. So very, very well worth having. And I mean, it's a small little base, so it doesn't have too much. But it's going to be enough for me to create more stuff, which would be great. So more stuff meaning... Ooh. Oh, here's the shield emitter. That is where we're going to be able to gather a whole bunch of mats for another shield. And that means we can make a smaller shield for a small ship. Like a fighter ship of some kind. So that's a good possibility. I hope I could gather everything out of it so I don't lose it inside the asteroid. As every time I hit it a bit, its inventory full. So that's a bit worrying. Inventory full. Here we go. I think I got all of it. All the field emitters and everything out of it. That would be awesome if that was the case. And we'll check that in a second. After we finish grinding this out. Do I want the oxygen from this thing? Here we go. We did get the field emitters. Awesome. That's nice. Perfect. The oxygen is over there. It's not connected to anything, so it has no power because I cut everything out. We should keep the oxygen if we can. Alright, so let's just take everything down first. And then we could probably build a frame to keep it powered. Oh, there's more stuff down here, it looks like. Okay, so if we build out a frame, we just do this. There's something here that's kind of blocking me from building for some reason. All right, there. All right, so that keeps that on. It's got 48% of oxygen. We can always use that later down the line if we need to. But we'll take out everything else that we can carry. Okay, so that should be it. Took everything, left the oxygen, left the survival kit, and the battery here, which, let's see, we have 8 days worth of power. And if we turn this engine on, it looks like it's just gonna deplete pretty quickly, so... Alright, 8 days ain't too bad. We'll leave that as is. Well, it looks like somebody was at least living here. That one singular person that couldn't make up his mind if he wanted to attack me or not. Or talk to me at all. But that just netted us a good chunk of loot that we could possibly sell or do whatever with. The best thing about it is the shield emitters. So we have extra shield power or potentially extra shield. So I could use a small fighter ship to actually attack things if we really want to go that route. I don't know if I want to go that route, but that's definitely a possibility. Okay, so we'll put away what we can and dismantle some of the weaponry that we got here. A lot of MR50As. I think that would fit in our interior turrets. Do we want to put in interior turrets here? It wouldn't be a bad idea, but okay, we make Gatling turrets. These are nice because it has a range of 800. Although not very precise in any way, but it's good to have. Looks like it costs 15 metal grids. I think we do have all that in here too. Metal grids. Yeah, we got 230 just now. So we can make 2 Gatling turrets. And doing this is going to up our threat level. So who knows what's going to attack us relatively soon. If by doing this, but I think we can add a Gatling right out here on the side, which I would prefer to do that. Looks like we need to put a connector there or a conveyor junction, so let's do that. Gatling turret right here. I forget which way is the front facing. I think it should be this way. Oop. Nope, that's not the front facing. Yes, that's front facing there. There we go. So we got Gatling turret. Let's just say this is the right. And we're gonna create one on the left hand side as well. If we're gonna increase our threat level, we're gonna have to go big. So we're gonna make a lot more. We're not gonna just make one or two and hope for the best. And we're gonna put some more batteries if we can, and then hopefully we could put on the shields and have it up and running. Or can we turn it on and off at a given time? I actually don't know. Again, I haven't really messed around with lasers. Shields too much. I haven't messed with lasers at all. Well, that's not true either. I played with that laser mod at one point in time too. All right, so we got our Gatling turrets up and running. We're missing a little bit of steel plates, but we'll put that in here. All right, that's good. Then that should give us a little bit of aiming power that way. We could put more here if we want to, or if we want more mobility, we could put some hydrogen thrust there. And I think hydrogen thrust would be probably more beneficial, to be honest. So we might have to do that. The rest we could tack on with, I don't know, actually. I'm going to move this one over to yonder. Okay, so that's a good spot for it. And if we really wanted to, in case we get attacked on the tail end. Right, so we have 3 Gatling turrets on the bottom. Of course, we're going to have to add some on top if we want to be on the safe side. Where can we even add it? Well, shield emitters right here, which I should probably move elsewhere. But there should be a spot right here as well. Looks like right here. So we can just keep this as a half block for now. Ooh, right. That doesn't work out. That's a half block. So if we put a full block here and put a turret on top, it'll look a little funky. So I guess we have to do something along the lines of this. And I'll leave it as that. Just the way it is. And then just throw in another Gatling turret right over here. So we're basically just arming ourselves for whatever reasons. I'm not even sure why. But we have all that. This, again, it's a separate ship, so we could leave it as so. Not a big deal. Some of this is pretty exposed, so that's a big problem that we'll be running into if something were to hit it or so. Well, maybe I'll turn on the shields, and then that would be a moot issue. If we could put 2 more Gatling turrets somewhere, I think I'll be more comfortable. But the problem, I don't really see a good spot for 2 more Gatling turrets. Interior turrets maybe, but not Gatling. But interior turrets, not as worth it because it doesn't have a decent range. So we'd have to kind of figure that out eventually to get that better range. Oh, we did lose a solar panel, looks like. That's not fun. And we definitely don't need a speed mods here. I just left it there for now. That's fine. So most of our weapons are down here, which is not too bad, but also not that great. I kind of want to change our mobility a little bit and throw in some more thrusters if we can't even afford it. Looks like we could afford it, so that's good. So I would want to put one here. All right, so let's just do that. We'll change it up eventually if we need to, but for now, I think we put a thruster here and on the other side. So just plug that one on, or plop it on, as you say. And there we go. Okay, so we got a little bit more mobility going left and right. Up and down, we only have one each, which is a little bit worrying. I could add another one or two down here. I'm gonna add one here. And I think that's it for now. Downwards, there's no real spot for another one, so that's the problem. It's the shield emitter. I could put it right here if I replace the shield emitter, but that's okay for now. For forwards, we'll leave it as one, I think. Yeah, we'll leave it as one just in case. Eventually, we probably could change up if we get a little worried about it. Now, weapons up front would be more helpful than not having anything. Do I scrap this? And just build it out? Get some turrets on this side? I mean, I feel like that would be the play. At least we'll be on the safer side of things. But we could also tack on some interior turrets as well, which won't be as nice because of the range. But the extra firepower would help. This, however, is going to help us too. It's got the 3 Gatlins. So it kind of helps. It does give it a decent go at it. Yeah, our whole solar panels are like flip-flopped only on one side each for whatever reasons, whatever. But what other turrets do we have? We have rocket turrets. Will probably not do that anytime soon. But there's the assault cannon. The assault cannon is pretty neat. It's huge, but neat. So obviously, if this was not here, I would put that there. All right, so I may go the route of just doing some interior turrets, in certain areas like the front here. That might work out okay. And I think that is what I'm gonna do for the front. I'm gonna throw 2 interior turrets right over here. And of course, we're gonna have to arm them with some ammo. So I think the ammo that I got out of the base, the asteroid base, was these things here, 50A rifle ammo. So I think that should suffice. So we'll drop in 30 here and the other 29 here. And I think that would work, right? Let's just double check. Yep, it shoots. Okay, perfect. That's all we need to do, is quick little test. That arms up our front, our side, our back, our top here. We could use more. Ideally, one right here would be great instead of the searchlight, which we could do actually, because I'm using it for a camera, and a turret would act kind of like a camera too. So I don't know if I could do this though, because it's touching that ion thruster. Will it burn it down? I mean, it's kind of touching it, but not necessarily. So it may or may not burn it down. I'm not sure. I could move the ion thruster over one spot, it looks like, if I had to do that. But we do also barely turn it on as well. But the biggest question is, do we have enough mass for this? I think so. Yeah. Do we want an autocannon here? I feel like, why not? So, why not? I should have really checked how much the ammo's gonna cost us for that too. Assault cannon shell, well, it takes nickel and manganese. It's not too bad. All right, so let's make. I don't even know if we can make 20, but let's just make a few. Looks like we make 20, so that's not too bad. Oh, nope, nope. We were only able to make 2. That's not worth it. And then we can't even make Gatling ammo that we need for the other turrets. All right, so that's a problem. What we can do also is dismantle. Actually, we made a few. 3 went in here already, so that's not too bad. We made 5. What we can do is get rid of a lot of ammo that we don't need. I don't know if we can dismantle NATO ammo, but it doesn't look like we can. We'll get rid of a lot of these random items that we don't use anymore. And that should give us a little bit of magnesium as well with the ammo that I'm getting rid of. Ooh, I shouldn't get rid of the pistol. I should keep the pistol just in case. I think that's it. So unfortunately, not much that we can get rid of here. All right, we need some ammo, a lot of Gatling ammo. We could buy it for sure at a base, so that's not too bad. But right now, our loot that we have here is not too bad. We're pretty much armed. Do we want to put more batteries and put up the shields? Probably. How are we gonna charge it? Probably by... Do we even have a hydrogen engine? I thought I did. Oh, we do. It's part of the original pod itself. So there's that. All right, I'm just gonna turn on the oxygen for now. Get some fresh air in here. Definitely plug in 2 more batteries if we can. I highly doubt we could make 2 more batteries. But who knows if that is true or not. So we need about 160 for 2 batteries. Looks like we get enough power cells, so that's good. All right, so the next thing is, where do we place these things? I guess we could place it here. We could place it on the ground as well. I mean, on the ground here wouldn't be too bad, I think. Actually, I think I'm going to puncture a hole here in our ship very soon. I do like the look of the interior walls and everything like that, but I think it's going to have to go for now. Is this outside ship? Oh, that's the hydrogen. All right, so that's not... Oof. If that blows up, the battery is going to blow up too. So... Probably not the best placement of a battery, but we're going to go with it. All right, so it looks like we are actually out of nickel and iron to make the power cells. Not good. Well, that just requires us to take desperate measures and get rid of some metal grids here. Okay, so we're making some more power cells now. We got enough for 1 battery so far. I'm not sure we're gonna have enough batteries for a second. Enough for a second battery. It looks like we're quickly running out of iron, so that could be a problem. Let's see. How much metal grids do we even have? Well, we have about 60. Well, end up with 40. All right, so that's not too bad. All right, it's still a struggle, but looking at this, I think we might actually make it. We might actually be able to get another battery. But of course, we still got to charge that battery in order to make it worth it. Obviously, a reactor would be a lot better, but I don't even think we have mats for a reactor. We might actually, though, but... All right, we got to look into that in a second. Perfect. We got a second battery, or a total of 4 batteries. I believe. Oh no, we have a lot more. Well, this is the tiny one, I think. Is it? Yeah, should be the tiny battery. So we added. Oh, we have a lot of batteries actually. We have total 5 batteries. This battery was the small ship battery, which is probably charging. So a small reactor, what is that going to cost us? A ton of gravel, silver, and iron. We have the rest. Why do we not have the gravel? Well, because we only been taking apart small minor things. I believe we don't have the gravel, so we can't make it. Silver is also an issue, but silver can be extracted from, I think, the emitters right here. Nope, that's gold. Okay, so silver is gonna be a problem. Or just get it from the gravity components. That's not too bad. Okay. Alright, we got the power. Well, batteries in here. We have a lot of hydrogen, so oof. If I do recharge with the hydrogen engine now, it wouldn't be terrible an idea, but we will end up running its course a little bit, or force us to have to look for a base that sells hydrogen, because it's gonna suck up a lot of it, and we need it to fly. Although I think our ion thrusters are more than capable of making us go from A to B anyways, so we should be okay. I'm gonna try for this unknown signal, but I think I'm gonna miss it in a few seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds. I highly doubt I'll make it in time. Alright, I'm just gonna deviate off of it, and I want to hit here. So full speed ahead. We got ourselves upgraded a little bit. Weapon wise, we should kind of edit a little bit as well. So the Gatling turrets here, so the G turrets, let's just save that as a group. Have it all off for now. And then my assault cannon we'll put here as well, and we'll turn that off for now as well. All right, so hopefully some things pop up as we fly by, but I am gonna mess around with some of the stuff really quickly. So all the turrets here, we're gonna not target meteors, not target rockets. Ship, large ship, character, station. That's fine, fine. Just say default options, weapons. Should I be doing that? Probably not, but it should be okay. The assault cannon I'll leave alone in terms of default targeting options. I am likely needing to use that as the camera, so I'm gonna do assault camera right up here, just to control. And oop, something just popped up right over there. Did I see that right? Alright, so that's on. Ooh, got a nice crosshair and everything. Alright. So right in front of us, we can see our ship. Actually, I hate that ship in front of us because it's blocking our view. I swear we just saw another SPRT or Mayday ship pointing this way. I'm not sure exactly, but I thought I saw something. Unless that was a ship that just disappeared. But kind of seeing from afar, it's just asteroids. But who knows if it's an asteroid base like it was before. So let's just head towards this way a little bit. It is still the same direction as heading towards Mars and Europa, but deviating just a tiny bit to the left. Okay, I'm not seeing anything in terms of a base. I mean, last time we were able to see from afar if it's a base or not. Could that be it? No, probably not. Or is that it? Hard to tell. But none of the aiming stuff is going off, so I'm not worried about that. There is some asteroids here, but it looks like it's just an asteroid. Nothing crazy. Yeah, I'm not seeing a base. Did I just see that wrong before? Probably. And likely. Could have been just a ship, the like tail end of a ship that just disappeared. So we can ignore that, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna spawn stuff by traveling such a distance as well. And we should have maybe waited for the fact that we don't have jump drives yet. We should have waited for the jump drives, potentially. Oh, there's a trade station. 10 kilometers away. We can do that. See, we haven't even traveled that far away from where we were originally, and we're finding a decent amount of stuff. So this is definitely the way to go, is to kind of move around. So I'm about 67 away from the in-between two bases, and I found a trade orbital station, which is great. We could stay here for a little bit, maybe, depending on what they sell and what they have in terms of contracts and stuff like that. And as I mentioned before, I've been to a trade station once before. But I lost sound from my mic, so I didn't really showcase it. So this could be a good way to showcase it as well. It might be totally different from the first one I went. I really do want to find more of those asteroid bases. Those look pretty cool. As I mentioned it once before, it'd be nice to have something like that, and I guess it is in there. But how much of that really spawns, I don't know. We are heading towards the trade station, and I guess we could do our traditional crash right into it kind of deal. Since we're in a safety net here, I'll just turn on the brakes a little bit. Boom. Ooh, okay. I flew back quite a bit. This is a nice looking station, actually. I wish I had the brilliance and design to make something as detailed as this in terms of space station, because that looks pretty cool. Perfect. We're locked in the trade station. Let's go explore and see what's in there. We don't need all this on us here. We are kind of recharging a little bit with the hydrogen, which I think we may want to turn off while we're in here. Otherwise, we might kill all our hydrogen that we don't want to do that. All right, so let's just go in the traditional walkway. So we're going to go in from here. Well, not crouching, sneaking. And here we go. We got some friends. How you doing? None of them actually talks back, though. All right, so this would be a nice view, but the shield that's showing is just messing it all up. You have a nice view of Mars, alien planet. What else? Yeah, some asteroids. You have, was that the moon? Yeah, and then I think Earth is nearby too. So very compact little station, which is pretty cool. Got the store, ATM, and contract. All right, perfect. So can we get to the store? Yes, we can. They sell fire. Ooh, hydrogen. Awesome. They sell radio components pretty cheap too. And some uranium. All right, what can they buy? All right, so they buy my rifle ammo for pretty expensive. But power cells, 430 for power cell. All right, so not much to sell in terms of this base, but we could buy certain things. Hydrogen is definitely something we could always get. Although we are pretty full of it right this moment. I think we buy 1,000 at a time. I think we're actually running out. Well, the store's running out. 1,000 would give us the million liters. Alright, so yeah. So not much left here, so we just buy it all. We're very limited in terms of hydrogen, though. But we got more, so we could always use that power if we're gonna go exploring and things like that anyway. So let's see here. We don't have to buy the radio components. We're not heading back to that base anyways. Nothing good to buy, unfortunately. Contracts. Nothing at all, because it's a trade station, I guess. So that's a stinker. I'm gonna kick you out of... Oh. Where'd you go? You just disappeared on us. You didn't disappear. Why did the other one disappear? That's quite interesting. And scary at the same time. Okay, so that's... Alright, this station, not as great as I thought it was going to be. Let's climb up here and see what's up top. Oh, this is the upgrade station. Here's when you can do these anti-inhibitors, which is pretty cool. And it's more for your suit modification. Solar charging. That's interesting. It's so expensive for everything too, which we don't have the cost. But it's definitely pretty cool to see one of these things. Alright, do you have funds in here? Nope. Nope. Can I sit with you guys? Alright, so that was a bit disappointing, to be honest. Look at that ship. That's a nice little blueprint. Can we make a ship like this one day? Potentially. It looks like that's the large cargo container. This hydrogen. Everything's kind of rounded out to one large thruster right over here, and they have smaller ones here. I think that's a small ship, actually. Interesting. I mean, I've seen this a long time ago, but I never really paid too much attention to it. Alright, so... Ouch. I was hoping this base sells a little bit more stuff. Ow. Was it multiple levels here? No. Nope. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, I was hoping that they had more stuff, to be honest. But... Or at least to sell. Buy and sell. And things like that. But that's unfortunate. Looks like it only sell the magazine power, so that's not worth it. And there's no contracts whatsoever on here too that we can do. Alright, so we might have to just move on from here. But if anything, at least we got our upgrades up to our ship. Again, we increased our threat level by throwing in the interior turrets up front. And then you get the Gatling turrets all over the place. 3 on the bottom, 1 in the back, and we have an assault cannon over here, which has a nice little camera view too. And of course our 3 small Gatlings here. So definitely increasing our threat level by a bunch. But I think we're just gonna continue on moving towards Mars in this case. Alright, so if you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, comment down below. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.